Some places have a car scene so split, with two groups of cars from completely different generations, like they skipped an entire generation. On one hand, there's all these brand new EVs straight from China, with almost all of them in green serving as metered taxis. But beside them, you see old Toyotas, Kias, Oppos, in faded paint, clunking along and refusing to die despite all the rough roads. This is Dushanbe, the capital of Tajikistan, with avenues flanked by seemingly endless construction of new, glassy skyscrapers and green EV taxis, all courtesy of neighboring China. But for years, almost nobody was buying new cars. People just kept repairing their old 2000s Toyotas, Kias and Oppos because they were cheap to fix. Parts were everywhere and mechanics knew them inside out. Importing used cars was way more affordable than buying anything brand new. So the entire country's car scene just froze in the 2000s. Then suddenly, Chinese automakers showed up with EVs that were not just modern but affordable. BYD, Chang'an, GWM and a bunch of others started offering cars that were thousands of dollars cheaper than anything from Japan, South Korea or Germany. With lower taxes, easier import routes and mass deliveries all from next door China, all much needed relief for landlocked mountainous Tajikistan. So overnight, the streets just started filling with shiny green Chinese EVs, and even these Hondas and Toyotas also made in China. And most of these EVs function as taxis, which can recognize from their signature green color. There's so many that it's impossible to not be able to flag one down in Dushanbe. How to know they're sent straight from China? Well, the displays and AI are all in Chinese despite this country speaking Persian. These taxis don't actually have their own meters. Rather, drivers use an app to set the meter. And honestly, the fares aren't too expensive. And with way too many taxis around, you have to wonder how individual drivers are able to earn a viable living. And the answer for some of them is to operate their taxis like buses. Known as shared taxis, they display a certain number which corresponds to a fixed route that locals know and can flag down if they see one. Drivers try to fill up the car, occasionally honking or flashing headlights to get pedestrians' attention, and they suddenly raise an LED screen or a piece of cardboard to display a route number. This makes me think that it's not exactly legal, but if so many people are getting on and off these routes all the time, doesn't this create a form of established transport link that would be devastating if it suddenly got cracked down? Walking around Dushanbe, seeing brand new Chinese EVs on avenues flanked with towering glass skyscrapers is an experience that gives you perspective on a little known, landlocked, post-Soviet country that's still developing, still finding its place, and somehow leaping into the future and holding on to the past at the exact same time. What car models, Chinese or not, did you spot? Let me know in the comments.